Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today is Sunday, February 6th, 2022. And this message is for this week or whenever it is that you're hearing this message. I'm switching it up a little bit today, and I pulled 3 cards, but from 3 different card decks. I wanted to see really what's going on in our collective energies and see what we need to know. So you can listen to the whole message, because whatever we need to receive is what will come through the cards. Or based on which card, you can choose card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. And we are going to begin with card number 1. And card number 1 is the Archangel Jeremiel. And he is suggesting that it is very important for you now to do a life review. So what that means is you're doing an inventory. You're looking at your life. You're taking a step back. You're looking at your life and you're saying to yourself, okay, what do I need to clear? What clutter needs to be let go of? And that could be talking about the house. Maybe your garage is full of stuff that you need to go through and clear and maybe give away to someone, which is in turn is giving back energy. Or maybe it is about your relationships, and maybe you need to take an inventory of the relationships that you have in your life. There's a saying, the 5 people that you spend the most time with are those that are, I'm not saying the saying right, of course, but are those that are the most influential on your life. So think of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are they influential on your life? Are they bringing you up, or are they bringing you down? Then it's important to take inventory of your patterns, what kind of patterns you have going on in your life right now, whether it's positive or negative, and how are they serving you. Maybe it's time to look at beliefs that you hold, or maybe it's time to reevaluate your values and your morals. Whatever stands out for you is what you need to take an inventory on. My suggestion is to just look at one thing. Don't inundate yourself with everything I just said and pick something from everything, because that could get overwhelming. But is there an area in your life right now where you need to kind of simplify your life and clear away those things that really aren't serving you? Maybe you thought they were, and now that you took that step back and you looked at the bigger picture, they're really not. The Archangel Jeremiel is the archangel that helps us. And there's another card in this deck with his name on it. And what it represents is overcoming difficulties. So I'm thinking that whatever it is that you're looking at in terms of your review for your life at this now moment, think of those things that you have overcome, the adversities that you walk through, that you work through. Maybe there's stuff you're still holding on to from the past that you need to let go of. Whatever it is, take the time for yourself. That's self-care. And no longer allow into your life, or start to let go of those things that are no longer serving you. That's our card number 1. Card number 2 is the Sun, and it's upside down. So this is a tarot deck, and it's a major card in the deck. And it represents the sun is shining through, success is happening, things are getting brighter for you. So wherever you were in your life right now, or where you have come from, you're on your way up. There's nowhere but going up at this point for you. And whatever you experienced thus far was to allow you the opportunity to learn something. It was a learning experience. So think about something you're currently experiencing in your life right now, or something you just experienced, or even just in general, what we all experienced as a human collective the last 2 years. Notice what fears rose up for you, because everyone had fears that they were experiencing that they had to work through. And then notice what brought you peace. Peace and the sun are significant at this time for you. So what brought you peace? What brings light into your world, or light into your life? And that does not mean something outside of yourself only, but also just internally for you. What do you do for you that brings you happiness, or that brings you joy, or that allows you to remain in an optimistic state It could be simply drinking a cup of tea and sitting on the couch and daydreaming. It could be reading a book. It could be taking a walk in nature. It could be doing some yoga or taking a run or going to lunch with a friend or going shopping in a store and just talking to other people. What brings you joy? What brings you peace? And then on the flip side, just taking note, and if we go back to this card, what were those things that brought up fears for you? Did you acknowledge those fears? Did you allow yourself to feel those fears? Taking an inventory is also looking at those things and working on them and noticing, were those fears even real? Or were they not made up, but an illusion of something that is not even real versus what's really going on for you? So if we put those two cards together, we're starting out here and we're saying we were working on clearing ourselves of things that are no longer serving us, and now here comes the sun and things are looking up. Things are getting brighter. Spring is coming. So in terms of the world, spring is coming and it's time to look forward into what is coming up for you that's going to shine light for you and bring you success and happiness. That's card number 2. And card number 3 is new supportive connections. It's interesting if we look across this deck. We start out here and we're looking at taking an inventory, clearing relationships that are no longer serving us, sitting in this space of optimism and enthusiasm, and thinking of those things that brought us light, thinking of the experiences we've gone through. If you got sick, let's just say as an example, with the virus, and it meant that you had to take the time to take care of yourself. You had to sit quietly. You had to spend that time alone and take care of yourself. What did you learn from that experience? What did you learn about yourself? In some cases, people learn that, certain people in their lives were not really there for them, and that was eye-opening for them. But now they say, I'm going to step away from that relationship. I'm going to look at only those things that bring me joy. And then new supportive people are coming into my life. So if you chose card number 3, you are going to have new people entering your life soon enough, starting this week. Open up your eyes and allow yourself to see the opportunities. It doesn't have to be a grand, big gesture of somebody new. It could be small, little blessings of people that are coming into your life that, you could be in the store just shopping by yourself, and then somebody comes along and says something to you, and you get into a conversation, and something that they say, which might seem so simple, yet was so significant and something that you needed to hear. Sometimes angels are on this earth as humans, and they come along and they come into our life and they speak to us, and then they're gone as quickly as they came, because it was something that you needed to hear to help you on your journey. So whether your new supportive connections are humans on the earth, angels walking in human bodies just for a time period to help you and guide you, or actual spiritual support, it's coming to you, and especially if you chose card number 3. If it is spiritual, angelic help, please remember that you need to give them permission, because you're a human having free will. So you want to say to any being of divine white light, or any of the archangels, or in this case, maybe Archangel Jeremiel, you want to let them know that you allow them to help you, that you're looking for the help and the support and the guidance and the connection, and you want them to show you signs that they're around. And then you don't demand what the signs are. You just give yourself the opportunity to be open to receiving whatever the sign is. And you'll know, because they'll make sure that you do. So I hope that this message for this week gives you some ounce of optimism and enthusiasm. If we're looking at this card, letting you know that things are only going to be, we've come so far. We've learned so much in this last 2 years, whether it was personal or on a human global collective consciousness, that there's only going up. So can you look at the blessings, even if they're little ones, that are coming into your life right now? I hope that you have a great week, and we will speak soon. Bye-bye.